Welcome back to Livie'S Lovelies, your inspirational craft channel, and I'm your host, Fam the Fabulous. For more ideas, inspiration, swaps, and challenges, click the link in the description below to join our craft community, The Maker Exchange, on Facebook. Welcome back to the Lovely Lab, and today I am sharing with you in today's Sip and Share my latest project in addition to this yummy tea that I'm sipping on. So today I am sipping on the pomegranate and raspberry caffeine-free tea by Twinings. I never get that right, of London. Anyways, so now let me just share with you what flavor I'm getting from this tea, okay? So, true to its word, I do taste the raspberry. Now, because I'm not a pomegranate fan, or not necessarily a fan, I don't buy pomegranates. They would never get eaten in our home. I do taste the raspberry. That's the dominant flavor here. And it is smooth. It is not like, you know how sometimes you get a fruit and it has a little bit of bitterness to it. This isn't it. That's not it. It's smooth, and because it's caffeine free, this is definitely a good tea for the evening. So if you're in the mood for something relaxing or something to sip along while you're crafting, go ahead and grab yourself some pomegranate and a raspberry caffeine free herbal tea from Twinings, or however we want to pronounce it. So now let me just take another sip before we move into what I'm sharing with you. Oh, and yes, probably got a little bit too much sugar in it, but that's how I like it. So I recently pulled let me share with you what this is. What this is it's a journal pocket. It's just, that's all that it is. And it's made using a security envelope that you receive in the mail. So what does that look like, you ask? What that typically looks like is, something along the lines of this. Okay? So State Farm, our insurance comes in this. And in the inside is this gray and white pattern to prevent anybody from being able to view the contents of it. So you take that envelope. Now granted, I think that this one, nope, that's right. So I took this, okay, and I sewed up the front. So it's not exactly half, because if it was half, it would be like this, and it would impact this front window. But so it's more like maybe 3/4 fold. You get what I'm saying. Anyway, so I took that, sewed down the middle, and well, actually I covered it using different types of security envelopes. So in my stash, I have envelopes that come from different places, whether it's a bill or just some important information, documents that come in the mail. You know how sometimes they'll send out you may get a check in the mail, or you may get a bill or regular mail, and it's requesting a payment. So in that envelope that they send you to mail the payment back out, that's a security envelope. And because we do most things online, I never need to use those. So I just go ahead and stash those in my craft space for future use. And so I used a collection of those, rip them up, and then let me just slide this off to the side. And then I, along with some scraps of paper, placed it on the front. And then I was careful not to totally cover the window so that you could see through it. So, and then I used some die cuts that I received from Tam from Bible Journaling on a Budget. I used the die cuts to embellish on it, to embellish the pocket. So you can use anything you have, whether it's, you know, handmade embellishments, or, you know, a picture from a magazine or what have you. That's totally up to you. Then of course I added some of the word art, and I'll give you a close-up of that. so inside of it are journaling cards. And that's just some scrap paper that I had die cut. And the back of it is a little shiny, so this is not too thick because I don't want to bulk up whatever journal that I'm putting this in. So I did not use cards, or I usually use cereal boxes or some type of box, recycled packaging, but I didn't want it to be too thick, so I just used double-sided cardstock for this. And this particular side had a glossy side to it, or shimmery side to it, so I thought that would be fine for the front. And then the card, this is a journaling card, I believe. Walk with the wise and become wise, Proverbs 13:20. So I thought that would be great to add to the front, to slide into here. And then I just used washi tape along the top. And then here's another journaling card. And then I flipped that, if you can see here, this is the shimmery side of that cardstock, as I mentioned, and this is the opposite side, and that's just a matte finish. So that makes for a good journaling spot. And then there's another die cut, some washi tape, and then I just doodled around there just to make the image pop a little bit. So if you want to take a closer look. All right, and then there's a die cut on that side. Now I could easily turn that into a tag, but that's going to remain a journaling card. And let's see, and so once I finished covering the outside, I did go ahead and sew a straight stitch along the seam of the fold. And then, so here's the front. It says grow, and that's all of the different privacy window, privacy envelope scraps. And then this is the back. The grass withers, the flowers fade, but the word of God will stand forever. And that's Isaiah 10:8. So anyways, I hope that this has inspired you to pull out some of your scraps, collect some of those privacy envelopes and security envelopes, and give it a go. And if you do, drop a comment below and direct me to wherever you've got your image, uploaded online, social media, or what have you, and I'd love to take a look. And in the meantime, you know what we say: stay encouraged, stay blessed, stay creative and crafting. Bye for now. If you enjoyed this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. Hit subscribe to join the crafting community, and be sure to click the bell for notifications of new uploads. Thank you so much for watching. Now stay tuned for more from Livie'S Lovelies, your inspirational craft channel. Bye for now.